This is Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hour 2, ready to rock and roll here on a Hump Day Wednesday. Josh Fenton, Commissioner of the Summit League, will join us in about a half hour's time. We've got a big golf tournament. Obviously, we're televising starting on Friday. We'll be live out at Moorhead Country Club for the Bell Bank Red River Amateur Championship. Looking forward to another year of bringing that home. That is not the only major golf tournament that's happening around the area this weekend. Tomorrow, the LPGA Championship will begin down the road at Hazeltine National Golf Course in Chaska. There is one Minnesotan in the field. We've known her for the better part of a decade and a half. Detroit Lakes native Kate Smith-Stroh is in the field, and for the second time I think we were doing this, we're interviewing her on the actual golf course, which is my favorite part. She's actually just wrapped up part of her practice round at Hazeltine, and she joins us this morning. It's great to see you. How you been?
Good. Thanks for having me. It's good to keep having reasons to talk to you. So thanks for having me.
So this has got to be like beyond surreal. Minnesota kid, I know you've played there before. The chance to play a major championship at Hazeltine. Describe what this week is like for you.
Yeah, it's really special. I mean, professional golf, there's a lot of ups and downs. And so this is one where I hope, I can make it a great week no matter what I shoot with my friends and family. So it's special, and, it's a major, and also just the venue is incredible. So it's not any venue. It's Hazeltine, it's a memorable venue. So
how old were you the first time you played there?
Probably 14 or 15. So it's been a decade maybe since I've been, I spectated a few events here, but I haven't played it in a long time.
All right. So when you played it there, and we already know it's a tough golf course, what do you remember about playing it for the first time?
I remember it was just a big golf course. I felt like it was way too big of a golf course for me at 15, and it was a good walk, and it's a tough test. So it's still a test, but I'm glad I've got some more experience this time around.
So you were telling me off air, you're first off the tee tomorrow. Is that good thing, bad thing, no thing about that for tomorrow morning?
Yeah, there definitely be a little bit of nerves just being the first tee ball, but fresh greens in both waves, and I've got a comfortable pairing, so I'd say a lot of good things with being first off.
We haven't talked in a while since I think you got your card, so tell us about last year, how it went, and where things are at right now in the middle of 2026.
Yeah, rookie year was awesome. I learned a lot. It was so much fun traveling the world. I was 118 on points, top 100, kept full status. So I carried over partial status to this year, and I've been splitting my time on both tours. So this year's been a tough year. It's been hard to kind of be on the road a little bit more and, focus on two different areas. But I've been getting better, and I think good golf's ahead. So I'm excited that I got this opportunity and this start in this field this week. It'll help my season.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you had a top 10 earlier in March. How much did that boost things? Like, okay, it's there. I just got to harness it for 4 days.
Yeah. I've had a couple of good finishes on Epson Tour this year, so that made me feel good. Shooting good scores always makes you feel like the work you're putting in is there. So just kind of need to see it on this stage, like you said, for 4 days in an LPGA field. And I'm 5 years into playing professional golf, but only second year on the LPGA. So I'm kind of a rookie, have some experience. So just trying to get those reps under my belt.
Well, I think, Kate, we know how difficult it is to do this professionally. You're living it. Just to describe how much more of it is it a mental challenge than it is anything else?
Yeah, it is a challenge. I say because, you're not sleeping in your own bed. You're not seeing your husband, your parents, whatever. So when you play bad, it's kind of just you, and you got to figure out how to pick yourself up and go to work the next day. No one's telling me to go practice the next day, but the best in the world, they're putting in a lot of hours, and that's where I want to be. So it's a lot of hard work, but it's so fun. I mean, looking where I am today on Hazeltine, I can't complain.
So how did this come about of being eligible to play in this event?
Yeah, definitely kind of lucked out. I wrote a letter in February to KPMG just to say, hey, it's my home state. My dad's a PGA member. I'd love to play in the field, knowing I had limited starts, it would be hard to qualify off of points. So yeah, I found out a week ago that they were going to give me the spot. There's 2 sponsor exemptions. So I'm just really grateful for the PGA and the KPMG to say, hey, this is pretty good story and that I deserve the spot in the field.
So how did they tell you? Is it a phone call, an email? How did you find out?
It was an email. It was an email on Monday, and yeah, it kind of all my plans changed. I was like, all right, everybody get some hotels in Chaska because we're going to Hazeltine.
What was that like to open that? I can't even imagine what your emotion was like.
Yeah, I was on the golf course playing, and I kind of was in shock. So, yeah, it's
awesome.
really special. I think it's going to be a week I really cherish.
So to do this, especially, I believe you're the only Minnesotan in the field. How more important is that for you as well, that you're back home and you're the only one representing the state?
Yeah, it's really special. You know, there's not a lot of us from the Midwest out here. And so it means a lot. Like, there's so many good junior golfers in the state, and I'd like to keep showing them that the pathway is there to the tour and to play professional golf, even though we have a short season.
So, breaking news: Detroit Lakes won the state championship again in girls golf, which you did that 5 times over. What does that mean? Where those girls were watching, they were young when you were playing. What does that mean? You're a role model to them.
It's really special. It's a really talented group of girls they have right now. I think they could be some of the best golfers out of DL. So I hope they keep plugging. I remember some of them when they were 6, 7, 8, 9 years old with a lot of talent. So it's really exciting. I'm glad that like the culture, the boys team had a great year as well. So, Pine to Palm and everything they're doing for junior golf up there, I'm glad it's continuing.
So give us the lowdown today. You were telling me off air you've already played 9 holes. What's the plan for today to get ready for an early day tomorrow?
Yeah, we were first off at 7. We played the back 9. For those of you that know Hazeltine, there's a couple challenging holes out there, so we wanted to get a second look on those, and then gonna do a little bit of practice and get some rest and try to go to bed early for that 7 a.m. tee time. So Wednesday before isn't too big of a deal, just kind of getting a couple reps, but mostly rest and trying to kind of get your mind relaxed before the big day.
Is it stressful? Is this a restless night to sleep, or no, you sleep like a baby tonight?
I think I'll be tired. I might be worn out, but it's definitely, teeing it up for everybody is a little stressful in golf, let alone in front of a big crowd. So there'll be some of that, but I think there'll be so much adrenaline, and you kind of just feed off the good, and it'll get you through kind of the tougher moments.
Kate Smith-Stroh joining us from Detroit Lakes at Hazeltine National Golf Course. She'll play in the KPMG LPGA Championship starting tomorrow. So you find out, does everybody come out of the woodwork say, hey, I need a ticket? How did that go last week?
Yeah, I've given a lot of tickets to my friends, those that are in the cities, and it's been fun. I've already recognized a lot of the volunteers on the range, and so it's really nice, and I think it'll be just fun to have some people cheering for my shots out there. So yeah, it's really great.
I texted with your dad this morning. He told me he was on his way there. I know how tight your relationship is. What is that like, knowing he's going to be walking all 18 with you?
It's really special. I think just having him be the one that introduced me to the game, and he puts in some long hours traveling to my events, and sometimes I play poorly and he drives home, so it's like nice we get to celebrate the good moments of like, hey, we made it here, and yeah, he'll enjoy the week, I hope, just as much as I do.
All right, I have not had a chance to ask you this since you've been on the LPGA tour. Was there a moment, hey, I'm playing with who? Like, did you have like a fangirl moment yet?
I got to play last year with Stacy Lewis, as well as Anna Norquist, so former Solheim Cup captain and a current Solheim Cup captain. That's pretty special to play with people that kind of represent, our sport like that. So yeah, there's moments every day. I pinch myself. I'm very lucky to have this job and to keep at it.
Well, you've played some unbelievable courses. We talked to you. You're getting ready to go play Augusta. Now you're playing this one. Have you let your mind process that I've played some of the best there are in the world?
Yeah, man. I'm just really lucky, like really grateful. I think it's different playing here in a major. You know, you see the build outs and the crowds and what KPMG is doing. And I mean, that not a lot of people get to do that. So I'm savoring every moment. Every Pro V1 on the range or free meal I get is pretty good out here. So.
Well, off of that, I was looking here while we were starting our interview. Television coverage is even expanded for this. Golf Channel's going to be on, I think, for 7 hours the next 2 days. NBC's got it this weekend. Obviously, the popularity is blown up. I watched Nelly Korda win the U.S. Women's Open a couple weeks ago. You're part of this swell of that. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a great time to be in this sport. I'm really lucky. Craig Kessler, kind of our leader of our tour, is really amped up the coverage and the purses, and KPMG's kind of always been a leader of that. So to get the coverage is great. I think it shows that the venues really bring out the fans and the viewership. So, I mean, this venue, you won't get much better. So I'm glad I'm a part of the boom, because I think women's golf can really go some places in the next 5 to 10 years. So I hope I'm a part of it.
All right. So you prefer playing early or playing late? I know you got to go early tomorrow. Would you like that, or you like playing later in the day?
I think it'll be nice to be early this time for sure, to get some rest in between the rounds. I've been doing a lot of late earlies, and you kind of sink the putt at 7 p.m. and you get up at 5 a.m. and it's kind of a whirlwind. So it'll be nice to have some rest on a challenging golf course.
Two last things that I really appreciate you doing this. Is there been anybody that's reached out that you haven't heard from in forever? Like, hey, I need a ticket, or hey, I didn't know you're playing. Did you have anything like that?
Yeah, a lot of good lucks, and like, you know, I hope I can be there, or I'll be watching, which is nice, because I think people that have played Minnesota golf, they know, like, man, the girls I played high school golf with and amateur golf with, like, I still keep up with. I still follow what they're doing, and them for me. So it's nice, like, just that culture is really supportive, and nice to see familiar faces. If I can give people a reason to come out to the golf course this week, that would be great.
Last thing, when you hear your name announced tomorrow in your home state, what do you think is going to go through your mind?
Oof, yeah, it's going to be a lot of emotions for sure. I mean, really, I wouldn't be here without growing up in Detroit Lakes and that culture. So I'm going to really appreciate what everybody's done for me to get here. I mean, all of my sponsors pretty much are from the Midwest and Minnesota. So it's kind of a big celebration that, hey, we made it. So it's awesome.
All right, I lied. I had one more, because you mentioned your sponsors. I saw you tweeted out, do you have snacks in your bag? Do you have like licorice, like Wiley Wallaby sponsors you? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Wiley Wallabies had been my bag sponsor for 5 years. So I have a big red bag, and I usually keep it stocked with licorice and give it to the volunteers and the fans. So, hey, they've been a great sponsor, really supportive out of Perm, Minnesota. So it's been a cool journey to take those people with me that really supported me, no matter what status I had.
Do you snack on them as well, or no? You got to stay away from that.
I'd say the caddies really like the bag and the snacks. I don't know if I eat them as much, but
I know you're super busy. Thanks so much for carving out a few minutes for us. Good luck this weekend. Have a blast, and we'll catch up soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good seeing you. Bye-bye. Kate Smith-Stroh joining us from Hazeltine National Golf Course there in Chaska, in the middle of her practice round, getting ready for the KPMG LPGA Championship. Begins tomorrow at Hazel. That was awesome. I've had the good fortune of knowing the Smith family for 15 years. When Kate burst on the scene in 2011, I'm going to say, and I remember I was begging Jeff Nelson, our news director upstairs, like, we got to go to Jordan. That's where the Class AA state golf meet is. And he's like, we're not going to Jordan. Like, Jeff, there's an 8th grader there. Detroit Lakes boys and girls are both really good. She could win this thing. And she ended up winning in her 8th grade year, her 9th grade year, 10th grade, 11th, and 12th. Obviously went on to Nebraska. She won a Big Ten championship with the Huskers. I think we had her on when she got the official invitation to go to the Augusta Women's National Amateur, and we talked to her there. And we talked to her right after she got her LPGA Tour card a couple of years ago, and now she's going to be about to play in her second major championship. So that's fantastic, and it's a tough grind, folks. I think we've highlighted Tom Hoagie's been on our show more times than I can count, And Tom has regaled us on stories of how difficult professional golf life is. And to hear it from her as well, she's bouncing between tours right now, between the Epsom Tour and the main LPGA Tour, and trying to get back on that full status. It is not an easy life. And this weekend, a nice bright spot, and hopefully she goes out there and plays well, maybe makes the cut and gets the chance to play 4 rounds at Hazeltine. That's awesome. I really appreciate her doing that. For those wanting to watch, coverage begins tomorrow, 10 a.m. on the Golf Channel. So we'll see if Kate gets on. She tees off. She's literally the first off the tee tomorrow at 7 a.m., and then they're back at 5 to 7. So shout out to them as well, to the LPGA for saying, you know what, people are interested in it. People want to watch. They're going to up the ante on television coverage, and they've certainly responded in that. So good stuff there with Kate, and we wish her luck. And for Detroit Lakes, this is a huge deal for you guys this weekend. Already had enough in the spotlight with our guy Adam Thielen. This is a big deal as well, producing another professional athlete there on the LPGA Tour. Let's break. We'll get reset up. We come back. We'll try and update as best we can as well. Bison football waiting for hopefully a positive result that they will be postseason eligible this fall. Hot Mic rolls on. We're back on WDAY Extra right after this.